Excuse me, Mr. Widgets. You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Did you hear what I was saying before or no?
No.
Okay. All right. So I was talking about I said we're finished with our coins. So we learned pennies, nickels, dimes, and now we're moving on to dollar bills, learning how to count with the dollar bills. So dollar bills aren't hard to count because they're similar to how we would count coins. For example, with $1, like a penny is worth 1 cent, $1 is worth $1. And just like with pennies, we count by ones, with $1 bills, we count by ones. And so this is the front of a dollar bill and this is the back of a $1 bill. So this would be how much money? $2 because it's $2. Okay, next we have our 5. So a 5 is similar to a nickel. We count by fives with a $5 bill. This is Abraham Lincoln on the $5 bill. This is the front of the bill. This is the back. So the cool thing about the bills is that the numbers help you to identify which dollar it is. So that's a 5 and a 5. So $5. So how much money would this be? $10. 10. Next we have the $10 bill. Okay, so similar to dimes, just like we count by tens with dimes, when we have the $10 bill, we count by 10. So this is the front of a $10 bill. This is the back of our $10 bill. We count by 10, so this will be
$20.
$20. Okay, so this is a new one, 20. So when you count by 20s, guys, counting by 20s is similar to counting by twos. And let me show you what I mean by that. So when we count by twos, we take 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Well, 20s are similar, except we're counting with 20s. So when you're counting by 20, you would say 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And you can see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So when you count by 20s, it's similar to counting by twos. So just keep that in mind whenever you're counting with 20s, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So this is a 20 front, Andrew Jackson, and then 20 on the back. How much would this be? $40. 20, 40. Next we have the $50 bill. This is a unique bill. They do have them. You usually have to get them from the bank because they're not like in stores usually. So you usually have to get a $50 bill from the bank. But this is a 50, and so of course when you count with I don't think y'all cut out the 50s. I just wanted to show it to you. But when you count by when you have a $50 bill, you'll count by 50. So it's 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, and so on. We don't use the 50 in here, but just in case ever. Okay, and then of course we have the largest bill, which is the $100 bill. So of course when we have hundreds, we count by 100. If you remember, Benjamin Franklin is on the $100 bill. So we know how to count by hundreds. We did learn that. So how much would this be?
$101.
Not cents. This is dollars.
Okay. $1.
Coins. All right, so awesome. So guys, you can put that aside for right now. I will actually start practicing tomorrow with the dollars where you'll be able to start counting them on your own, okay? So we have a couple of things on the board we're gonna cover, and then we'll get started. 1 second. Let me cover some things up here. All right, so last week we discussed dozen. Okay? Ben knows it is right to obey. All right, so a dozen. So how much is a dozen again? A dozen is a total of Kindle 12. And so when we say half a dozen, that's half of the dozen, the 12, that would be how much? 6. So just remember that, guys. I think in your book today you have to do a problem with dozen and half dozen. That's why I want to review it. Remember, a dozen is a total of 12, and a half a dozen is a total of 6. All right, let's count our coins here. Let's count it together. Okay, so
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40
cents. Okay, let's count 3 nickels and 1 penny. So
20, 3, 4. Wait.
All right, we're going to learn today what's called a place value. Remember, when you have numbers, digits, numbers, all numbers have a place and they have a value of how much they are worth because of the place that they are in. For example, if we were to write the number 65 cents, we know that we have 5 ones and 6 tens. That's an example of place value. So when we talk about place value, all numbers have a place, and the place that they are in is worth a certain amount. So if you look at 53, we have 3 ones and 5 tens in 53. Today we're going to learn a new position right here in the front. Okay? Position here. So if I go ahead and add this here to it, does anyone know what place this is? So we have ones, we have tens. What place would this number, the 1, be in? The what? The
One.
not 100. It's hundreds place. The hundreds place. So today in your book, guys, you will see the hundreds place. So all these numbers have a place. We have the hundreds, the tens, and the ones. And every year I say it's HTO, hundreds, tens, ones. Okay? So all of these numbers have a place. Back number is my ones. Middle is my tens, hundreds. So let's look at this number, 87. Which place is the 8 in? 87. Is it in the ones, the tens, or the 100? 87. What place would it be in?
The
Is it the tens
hundreds.
place?
Oh, the
Tens
tens.
place. Okay. Let's look at 143. What place is my 1 in? What place is
It's in
my
the
1 in?
hundreds.
Hundreds place. Good. Awesome.
That's really easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
All right, so guys, we're gonna learn a new type of shape. So we know our regular shapes, which are circles, rectangles, triangles, square. We know those squares, but today we're gonna learn about some shapes that are called geometric shape. Okay, so geometric shapes are also considered 3D shapes because of how they are drawn and what they look like. They're considered 3D shapes. They will usually have several faces, and I'll show you them what I mean by faces, but they'll usually have several faces on the shape that makes it a geometric shape. So whenever we draw like a circle, we know that it's usually flat, right? A circle is usually flat. We know that a circle has no sides and it has no angles. Same thing if I was to draw a square. A square has how many angles again?
4.
4, and how many sides?
4.
4, right? And it's flat as well. Same thing with the triangle. How many angles?
3.
How many sides?
3.
And it's also flat. Geometric shapes are different. They are not flat. They are usually 3D, meaning they have several sides to them. Okay? So today we're going to learn 2 geometric shapes. We're going to learn the cube and we're going to learn the sphere. Okay? So a cube. I'll go ahead and draw a cube to show you what I mean by cube.
Oh, that's what second grade did before. Yeah, second grade did that before. I knew it. I know that. I knew it.
Okay, so this is an example of a cube. This is what a cube looks like, okay? So if you look at the cube, it is built from which shape? Which shape do you see inside of it?
Square.
A square. And a cube is basically a square that's 3D. That's what a cube is. A square that is built as a 3D shape. Okay? An example of a cube would be like this, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So a cube has a total of 6 sides, 6 faces, 6 sides, same thing. That's how many it has. You got the top, bottom, then you have 4 sides. That's 6. Again, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I didn't do the back. 6. So a cube has 6 faces, and a cube is similar to a square. It's not a square, it's a cube. Okay? So then our next one is a sphere. Does anyone have an idea what a sphere is?
No. Nope. Not even half the time. I don't know what type of shapes are. It's just not moving.
Okay? This is an example of a sphere. A sphere would be like a ball. Basically, a ball. Now, if you remember when we did a circle had no angles and no sides, and guess what a sphere has? No faces as well, because it's circular and it's round, there aren't any faces on it. So a sphere has 0 sides. Just like a circle has 0 sides, a sphere also has 0 sides. So a ball would be an example of a sphere. Okay, so these are geometric shapes, and we'll be learning a couple of them, a few of them over the next few weeks. The cube and the sphere are our first two. A cube is similar to a square, except it's 3D, so it has sides. And then a sphere is similar to a circle, a ball, but it has 0 sides. Okay? All right, go ahead and get out your phonics and sorry. Your letters book. Your letters book, I believe we are on page 682. Just double check 82. So 82, AC, you have it, page 82. And your letters book, your cursive letters book?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. Well, when you get it, y'all can begin. I'll let you work on it for a few minutes, and then we'll get into our writing lesson for this week. Okay? Y'all can begin. This week. All right, so our writing lesson this week is similar to our lesson from last week in terms of what we'll be doing. We just are changing what we're abbreviating. So if you remember, guys, we talked about abbreviations last week. An abbreviation is a shorter way to write something. We abbreviated the months of the year last week. When we abbreviate, remember we start with the capital letter and we write the first 3 letters, and then we finish it with a dot, period or dot at the end. So we're going to abbreviate the days of the week this week. I put months, but it's supposed to be days of the week. Go sit till she's done. Abbreviating the days of the week. Okay. All right. So when we abbreviate the days of the week, it's basically the same exact thing like the months. We put the first 3 letters of the day of the week and we put a dot at the end. This is important because next year in 2nd grade, you'll be learning this and you'll do more with this next year. So I'm introducing it this year to you guys to prepare you for 2nd grade. So when you abbreviate the days of the week, it's the same exact thing. You have a capital letter, of course, we know that. You put the first 3 letters and a dot at the end. That's how you abbreviate the days of the week. Same thing like the months, except now it's the days of the week. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and write this on your paper, just like we did last week. Write the day of the week and then abbreviate it. Okay, you can begin. Any questions or we understand?
Understand.
All right, you can begin. Great. All right, so Monday, if we abbreviate Monday, what would it look like? Braylee?
Among so many 5 arms and 2 small
Capital M?
among so many
O-N dot.
Thank you.
Okay, Tuesday, what would it look like if we abbreviate Tuesday? Capital T-U-E dot. Wednesday, we abbreviate it. What does it look like, Kendall? Okay, good. All right, next one, Jalen. Good. Thursday, what would it look like if we abbreviate Thursday? Carol? Watch. T-H-U dot. Good. Friday, abbreviate Friday.
Capital F-R-I dot.
Capital F-R-I dot. Saturday.
Capital S-A-T dot.
Capital S-A-T dot. And Asa, Sunday, how would it be if we abbreviate Sunday?
S-U-N.
Capital S-U-N dot. Awesome. Yep. All right, good, guys. So that's how we abbreviate the days of the week. That's what we'll be testing on Wednesday this week, okay? All right, so that's it for our morning Zoom. Asa, I'll see you this afternoon for the rest of our lessons, okay? Bye-bye.
Bye.